Hey y'all, it's your girl Lady Love Ambivert, and I am back. I know I've been gone for a minute and I apologize for that, but I can promise you that I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be more consistent than I have. It's just been a lot of transitions going on, and so I've had a lot of things that I had to take care of, but as I said, I'm back. So I today just want to apologize that I have been gone that long. It's been a few months, but I've moved, I've switched jobs, I've started back school. So as I said before, there has been a lot of transitioning going on in my life, on top of managing 2 children and being in ministry. So I'm gonna make this video short simply just because I'm just now getting back and I'm just now getting, my feet back in here. But I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. And the first one is transitioning and shifting in your life. And I want to talk about that because we all go through it. We all have to deal with it. We all have to understand that it's coming, whether we like it or not. Transition happens. It's just, change is inevitable. And some change is bad, some change is good, and some change is great. And for me, the change has been, a mixture of all of those things. So, I want to say, as far as in life, there are changes and shifts and transitions that take place. You're pregnant, you have a new job, you get a new vehicle, which means you go from riding the bus or catching rides to, having your own whip. Having a child, and you never had to have children, you never had to take care of children before. So you went from being all by yourself or with your husband or significant other to bringing another mini human in your life and then trying to operate off of that same thing. So, or moving, you move from an apartment to a new house, or, from staying with somebody to your own spot. So transition happens, and transition is crazy. But I would like to say that you have to handle the transition with grace. You have to handle the transition with faith. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep going. You have to keep doing what you do, because it'll either shake you, make you, or break you. And the shaking is fine, because the shaking should motivate you to keep going, but it should not break you. It should not put you in a place where you feel like all hope is gone. And I say that because I've been at a place in my life where I wanted to let go so many times, but it was like, I can't. I got too much riding on this. Like, God has too much in store for me to give up. And I'm just like, I cannot give up just because it's getting hard. It's been hard before, you know what I mean? And I'm just grateful that I'm in a place where I don't feel like I have to give up anymore. My only option is to keep moving. My only option is to get up and keep going forward, keep going up, keep elevating up, not going down, not moving to the left or to the right, being unwavered in my faith, but to stand firm on God's unchanging word, on his unchanging hand, and to trust the process. And the second part of what I want to talk about is people and validation. Sometimes as people, we feel like we need validation from our boo, from our bae, from our parents, from our friends, from our kinfolk, whatever the case may be. And I'm here to tell you that you don't, because God formed you in your womb, in your mother's womb. And when he formed you in your mother's womb, he knew who you would be before you were even formed. He knitted you and he knew you. He formed you in your mother's womb, and he knew who you would be. And for that reason alone, you shouldn't seek validation from anybody. You shouldn't have to go and do all this other stuff just because you're seeking validation. And I've been there. I felt like, if I wasn't doing X, Y, and Z, then I wasn't it. Or if somebody didn't like me because I ain't talked to them, or because I didn't sound a certain way to them, it was a problem for them. And I sought validation. I felt like I had to do this and be that. And, I've had the finest cars, and, I've had the nice houses, and, or nice house, let's say house. I haven't had nice houses, house. I've had the husband, I've had the family, And it still wasn't what I thought it was. And I was only seeking validation. I was seeking what I didn't have as a child. And it only brought me further down because I wasn't seeking God. I was seeking the other things. I was seeking it from other people. I was seeking, oh, well, they, gonna think I'm sweet because I look this way, or because I'm driving this, because I live here. And it's like, no, you don't. Not at all. You don't have to seek validation from anybody. You seek God for everything that you want to do. Seek God for the things that you want in life, the desires of your heart. He said that he will give you the desire of your heart if you seek him, and you delight yourself in him, that he will give you the desires of your heart. So my thing is, as I start back these vlogs, and don't worry, I am gonna get back into fashion and all that other stuff. Don't worry, I got y'all. Even got a session coming up on couponing, because I know people been asking me, and that's another reason I got back on here. But to finish the validation piece, remember that through seasons, a tree loses all its leaves. It loses its leaves, but yet it manages to still stand firm and never moves. So I say that in comparison to the validation and the shifting, the transition, whatever, that you are you. God created you the way that you are, and you were meant to be you. You weren't meant to be Alabama, Texas, New Orleans. You were meant to be you, not Susan, not Anna, not Keisha, not Shaka, Katita, any of that. You were created to be who God has created you to be. Whoever you are, wherever you are in your life, understand that this is a process of getting you to where you need to be, getting you where you want to be. And I don't want you to give up or feel like, you got to keep living this life that ain't you for validation from other people, or seeking other people for validation, because God says you are who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I don't ever want you to forget that God's word isn't a lie. It doesn't lie. And if he said you're fearfully and wonderfully made, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And through the transitions of losing your booze, getting a divorce, getting married, having children, losing loved ones, losing your cars, losing your jobs, whatever the case it may be, gaining a job, gaining a child, gaining a husband, gaining a car, gaining, a new house. I don't know if I said that already, but even in the process of all this shifting, even losing friends, gaining networking, losing whatever it is, or gaining whatever it is, in that process, do you keep doing you, keep being who God has created you to be, because that's who you were created to be. And keep moving, keep living in that thing. And I want to leave this little piece with y'all, because this is something that God just been doing for me, and it's just been encouraging me, and I want to encourage somebody else. If you got something to hear, and it's something that's been driving you crazy, something that you can't sleep over, you've been losing sleep over. I mean good things like dreams and stuff. You've been losing sleep because you working on your dream, you grinding it. You keep pushing, you doing like I'm doing, like just you working 2 jobs and you taking care of children, you going to school, because that dream is big to you. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop pushing. Don't give up because somebody don't support you. Don't give up because one person don't believe in you. Don't give up because your children are going to the left, and because your children are wayward, and because they're losing their faith. Be a role model, be an example. Keep pushing, keep showing them that you going so hard because you expect them to go hard, even if you don't got no children and nobody to set an example for, because of the things that you lose and sleep over, the things you keep dreaming about, the things that just don't leave your mind. Keep doing that, because that's pushing you further into your purpose, into your destiny, into your destination. And remember, everything you going through right now is just temporary. You just passing through. That's not your final destination unless you make it your final destination. God says that he wants to bless you exceeding abundantly above all that you could ever ask or think. My thing is, the things I can imagine, I know that God got something greater. So I get just so happy and excited and elated that I know that God is doing some things in my life, and I've decreed and declared some things in my life for this time next year or before, because I trust God for that. Not only for myself, but for you too. Whoever's watching this, whoever's hearing this, whoever is needing this in this moment. And as I leave this, I want to just leave you with this little, quick piece of song that's been my song of declaration. Now, I've been saying greater is coming for like the last 3-4 years, and I've been speaking that into my friends' lives, and I've seen greater happen for them. I've seen one of my friends get married, and now, she has a son and she's getting ready to have another child, and I'm so excited. I seen another one of my friends, not have a job and get a good job, well, a great job. She's happy, and she's engaged, and I'm excited. God has blessed me with another daughter, a prayer that I prayed 7 years ago, that I just forgot about, and he blessed me with my daughter, and I'll get into that another day about how she wasn't even supposed to be here. So that's a blessing. But I want to leave y'all with this before I leave, and I hope it blesses y'all. It says, it's a song by Tasha Cobbs. It says, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard the kind of blessings that's about to fall on me. Victory is here, and kick defeat out the door. God's doing a new thing, and I'm getting ready for overflow. I'm getting ready for overflow. I'm getting ready for overflow. If y'all haven't heard that song, it's by Tasha Cobbs. It's called I'm Getting Ready. And I know the song probably been out for a while, but I just heard it for the first time on Monday after praying a particular prayer that I prayed to God and asked for prayer about on Sunday. And I heard it for the first time on Monday, riding in my car from dropping my oldest daughter off at school. And it just blessed my soul. If y'all haven't heard it, go listen to it. Even the part with Nicki Minaj. Like, I know that might catch a lot of flack, because Nicki Minaj is on a gospel city. But hey, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother discussion for another day. But go listen to it. It has been blessing me. I've been listening to it every day. And another one is Gracefully Broken by Tasha Cobbs. Go let it minister to you. Let it bless you. Let it do what it does. I'm out.